Hi, schools that are also participating in SPASIS. I'm Rachel Bodley. I'm an employee at ISA, the International School of Amsterdam, and I actually am going to be the data manager of the SPASIS study. And I've already started working really closely with Doug Oda. This summer, we've been working a lot on this, and hopefully we've set up a good system for you. Part of that system is before we start each step, I'd really like to send you a quick video on how we at ISA are doing those steps. We already went through the pilot last year, so we're a little bit familiar with it. And I just wanted to make a quick little video. If you want to use it, you can. It would be a great way to just make things a little bit easier for you. So I just sent out step 4 to my students here at ISA today. So we've just started recruiting students for this study, and this is how I did it. You on your third tab, it looks like this. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to use a mail merge system through Gmail to send out 66 emails to the various students with attached with a link that has the informed consent form, and then 66 emails to those parents as well with that link in. So here's how we do it. Go ahead and actually delete this top row. It's a lot easier with mail merges. And I've just put in some just made up data here for privacy reasons for my students. We are going to add a few columns to this sheet. So to make it a little bit more helpful, I'm going to add the student link here. And this will be the link to the consent form. So I need to find the link to the AAI, which is the 60-minute interview, to the AAI form. And just remember that Doug has provided you with all of these links right here on the front sheet, the action plan page. Okay, so if I want to find the link, I'll go here, and then I have the link, and you'll go ahead and add the link in right here. So that was the student AAI link. Okay, and so I'm just going to drag this down for all of my AAI students. And I'm going to repeat this process again for the SBS students. So SBS student link, I'm going to take that link and I'm going to place it right here for my SBS students, and I'm going to copy it all the way down. Okay. I'm going to also add 5 more columns for the parent information. If you haven't already, it's going to be really helpful for you to not only get all of the parent information organized for these 66 students, but actually for all of the students that are potential participants at the school. And so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to add these columns. So I want parent prefix, parent first name, parent last name, parent email, and parent link. I'm going to add all 5 of these columns into, you'll add these into your sheet itself. So I've just added 5 columns. Okay, and what you're going to want to do is go through and add all of the data from your data system at your school. Now, where did I find the parent links? In the exact same fashion, I went to, again, the AAI parent, and I double-checked the link about 3 times to make sure it was the right consent form, and I linked it in. And then I went down to SBS and linked it in. Okay, so once you have all of your data in, here is what we're going to do. Oh, actually, we need to add one more column. I thought this would be quite helpful because I was worried that the yet another mail merge would make an error with this conditional formatting. So what I did is I added condition 2, and I just went ahead and typed the text in of AAI or SBS selection. Okay. So these are all the columns and all of the data that you need. So here's what we're going to do. Doug has already provided you with the letter, the selection letter, which you can find here. I took that selection letter and edited it a little bit to fit the needs of our school, and I drafted 2 emails, as you can see here. One email is for the child. Your child has been randomly selected. So this is for the parents, excuse me. Your child has been randomly selected. And I've merged each of the fields in just like this. So this field, if you're not familiar with mail merges, it needs to match the exact name of the fields that you've put in the first column or first row of these columns. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've put in these fields and the student's first and last name fields, and then the condition as well. So they know whether their student was selected for the AAI interview or the SBS interview. And then the last thing that was merged, I went ahead and bolded International School of Amsterdam. And then the last thing I did is I merged the parent link. Okay, so this is the parent form, so I merged the correct parent link. And I created a due date for my school that they need to turn this in by next Friday. Okay, so make sure you go ahead and create an email draft of what you're going to be writing. One draft for the parents and one draft for the students. So student first and last name. The condition 2 is one field in here as well. The student link is a field. And again, the date. Okay, so once you've completed that, here is how you actually run these merges to make this all go really quickly for you. So go to your sheet, and if you don't have it already, you're going to install the add-on. You're going to go to Get Add-ons, and this is called Yet Another Mail Merge. And it's this red one. And if you haven't installed it, you can go ahead and get permission to install it. Like I'm doing now. Okay, so once you have the mail merge, let's see if I have it on here. I still haven't gotten it. All right, I've got it. So once you've installed the add-on, Yet Another Mail Merge, you're going to go ahead and go to Start Your Mail Merge. And we're going to go through this process 2 times. Once the first time the recipients will be your student email. So it will go to these emails here. And as you probably guessed, the next time it will go to the parent email. So you don't need to click either of these. You can just push continue. You can change the sender name. I did something of the nature of ISA SPASIS for us. This was what's going to show up in the inbox. And make sure you click the correct email template. So again, we're doing the student. So I need to click that you have been randomly selected, my student email that I drafted. Okay. And if you're like me, you probably don't want to just send out 50 emails, but what you can do is receive a test email, which is really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and receive a test email. And what I can check is I can actually go into my email and I can check that I can just check everything on here. So Dear Bobby Smith, and I can make sure that all my fields are merging correctly and that my link is correct and that sort of thing. Okay, so once you're happy with it, you'll send the 50 emails and it'll take about a minute or so to send. The nice thing is that you can actually track when the email has been opened, when it has been clicked, or if it bounced back, if it didn't send through. So that's pretty nice to see. Oh, look, these kids didn't even ever click the consent form. So you can maybe go to them and tell them, can you please look at this consent form? And what you'll do is you'll do the exact same process for the parent email. So I hope this helps. As I'm getting some submissions back in, I will change this column for you so that you can see whether the consent has been yes or no, if the form has been filled in. Thank you. Have a great day.